As we said, this is a statewide issue. Although this rally is here in Schenectady, our neighboring county, Montgomery County, Liberty ARC, and those in every other county across the state are affected by this. So Wendy's a direct support professional with Liberty ARC, and Valerie is a family member and a parent. So we want to hear about their perspective on how this issue is really impacting every single county, including Montgomery County. So welcome to both of you. Let's get that. Yeah, we can clap whenever we want. We can clap. So yeah, Wendy, why don't we just heard? So we just heard from a person here in Schenectady County about the impact this issue is having, and we know it's affecting people everywhere. Now, you provide these services. Are you hearing similar struggles?
Yes, we're definitely having the similar struggles all across the board. The staff are working very, very hard. A lot of long hours, a lot of time away from their own families to be with our, families that we have at work. I think that our hearts are in it, and that's why we're here. We'll keep doing all that we can do to support the individuals and each other. But I think that, we do need a living wage. I know from my own experience, I've worked. A little closer. Yeah. I worked 2 jobs for the last 3 years. I was given an opportunity to leave where I am now to go someplace else to make more money, and I highly considered it to the point where I actually put my notice in. At the end, I couldn't do it, so I stayed, knowing I'm not going to make what I want to be making, and we'll have to continue to work 2 jobs to be able to be somewhere near a living wage. I've been in this. I've been working in this agency for 19 years. So for 19 years. 19 years. 19 years. So for 19 years, I have been part of a big family, with wonderful people, wonderful staff. The people that we support are just amazing, and to do anything else, I couldn't imagine doing it. So we do this because we love this, not for the pay, as we all do know that. But it would be great to have a living wage to be able to support our families and be able to not have to work all of the overtime and the extra hours.
And we talked about this, the vacancy rate, turnover rate, are you being asked to do more and more each year as this goes on? How is your job changing because of the vacancy rates?
The vacancy rates are high. You've got staff working around the clock all the time, always being asked, can you pick up another shift? Can you do this? Can you do that? It affects everybody. It affects the individuals, it affects the staff. They're getting tired, they're getting burned out.
And your relationships with those that you serve, that's something that's built. It doesn't happen right away. It's something that is built over time. So even finding somebody new to fill a position that's vacant, how long does it take to actually replace that position?
I would say at least a year. You bring a new staff in, we can give them extensive training and the tools that they need to perform the jobs, but it takes learning the individuals and for the individuals to learn them. It's at least a year before you can be very productive in your job and really know what you're doing.
And that's the reality of it, is that you can replace some of these positions, but you really haven't replaced it until you have been there for a while. And having someone there with your experience, 19 years, that mentorship, how important is it that people are there with that type of service to be able to mentor the next people that are taking these jobs, the next round of people?
And it's crucial. It's crucial that we're able to support the individuals to their best that we can. I mean, me being there 19 years, I've grown up within the agency, coming right out of high school in there. And I've got lasting relationships with all of the people that I support, and I know them and they know me, and being able to share that with the next person coming in that I'm training, I pride myself in being able to train the staff coming in to do the best job that they can do, and I spend a lot of time training and coaching and teaching. It's not for everybody, but when you get those staff through the door, you know that they're going to be the ones that are going to hang on. They're going to be the ones that are going to be there when I retire someday. You want to train them to the best of their abilities, and it's not easy to keep having them come through, constantly cycling through. It's not fair to not have the consistency at home or at day programs, or like she was saying earlier with your ComHab staff, you build those relationships and those connections with each other, and they don't have the choice when that staff leaves because they can't afford to stay there any longer. They have to go to that next place that's going to pay an actual living wage. You have them leaving the folks that they've been with for so long, and the folks don't understand it. Why? Why are you leaving me? What did I do? A lot of times you hear, what did I do? When I did tell you that I was considering leaving for more pay, that was the question that was asked by my folks. Why are you leaving me? What did I do? They did nothing. Nothing at all but make my life better and make me grow and be a positive influence on my life.
And to clarify your point even further, you said that when new staff come on and take these positions, there's an initial training period. Being there 19 years, I'll ask: are there things you just cannot learn from training? You have to learn on the job, and it takes
Definitely.
years. Those are, and you know from being there 19 years, there are some things you didn't learn in your training, but you know now. You have the knowledge and experience.
We have extensive trainings and the tools that are given to us, but you have to learn the life lessons of it too. Each person is a different person. They're individual. No person is cookie cutter the same, so you have to learn each person and what their needs, their wants, their desires, what they want to aspire to be. You can't teach those things. You need to be in the job, doing the job, and loving your job to know that.
Let's give Wendy another big round of applause. Thank you, Wendy, for 19 years. Thank you. Thank you. Now, Valerie, you're affected by this issue. I know because I see you at the rallies. I see you here today. You're talking about this issue. How does this affect your family?
Well, we've been blessed. I got grafted in through family care. I had 3 boys, and then we brought a young lady in to our home with special needs. And I gotta say, Liberty gave me extensive training because I did not know anything about special needs individuals. And they took me all the way through everything. And I wanna say thank you to them for that, because before I brought her into our home, that was one of the things they did. They trained me well. But like she said, some things you can't learn with training. It's on the spot. You learn, you go through it. And, but it's gonna affect all of us, because I have a question. As much as I love having food served, if the people don't have the staff that is needed, what is the state and the assembly going to do with these people? Someone needs to answer that question for us. The people, the staff, we need staff workers, and they need to make cost of living increase so they can stay. We're talking about people to people. I love fast food service people, don't get me wrong, but we're talking about taking care of individuals. Individuals. So someone explained to me down in Albany, what are we going to do about our wonderful special needs individuals? We need our direct care providers.
Well said, Valerie. Well said. And the answer is, we in this budget, and I know everybody's talking about how it's a tough budget, but we have to put people first. We must put people first.
Yes.
That is the answer.
Thank you.
Of all the decisions, all the funding, people got to be top priority. And I can tell you, for families like mine, there is nothing more important than direct care. Nothing more important.
That's right.
I want to thank you both for joining me. Thank you for the work that you do. Thank you for your advocacy. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Thank you.
Thanks, Valerie. Thank you.